Alright, so I thought we'd do a little bit of a more formal introduction to our senior design project. We built a 45-inch diffuse surface illumination multi-touch surface. So there's a projector inside that's projecting the image that you see here on screen, and there are about 300 LEDs around the perimeter reflecting into a piece of mirrored particle acrylic that will shine the light of those infrared LEDs out of the top and bottom. And when you put your fingers on the surface, you reflect that light back down into 3 cameras that are stitched together, and they form the area that the surface can see, and so you get those bright spots and you get their coordinates, and those are the touches that you place on the surface. So since it's an optical system, it can also see these patterns, these fiducials, and they have a unique significance to our game that we programmed in. They will change the state of the game, as well as be able to stamp out unit objects on the surface. What you see here on the surface is the title screen of the simulator that we built. And I'm going to put down the prep mode fiducial on the surface, which should take us to the preparation mode of the game. In this area of the game, you can take these soldiers on the surface and move them around to where you think they will be able to protect areas the best. Each one of these red blocks indicates a building, so this is a top-down view. And these blue shapes here define the field of view that each soldier has. So if any insurgent enters the area of these cone-like objects, they will fire at those insurgents and kill them. So we built in a few different things into this part of the game. You have the ability to move soldiers around. You have the ability to change the field of view. And of course you can do this on many objects at once. I wonder if I could. Yeah, you can do this on many objects at once if you had more than one touch on the surface, more than one person. So in addition to that, we also built the ability to have built in the ability in the software to create a selection object and pick many of these soldiers and group them together by creating that shape. And the shape can be drawn in all 4 quadrants of where the original touch was, and you can draw as many of them as you would like. And then these are still movable right afterwards. We also built in a debug type screen into this. So if you put down the debug fiducial, you turn on meaningful information about each one of these soldier objects, which entails their position as well as the field of view position. In addition to all the debug information that's currently displayed on the screen, we also gave the surface to tell us where our touches were being placed for the purposes of being able to see how close fingers were actually being tracked to where they were displayed on the screen. So if you see those little diamonds on the surface, each one of those is a representation of my finger on the screen, and its understanding of where my finger is on the screen. One of the features that I forgot to mention while I was covering the simulation is that on each one of these soldiers we have the ability to make a patrol route for them. So if you look on one of these units, when you select them, an orange area pops up, and that can create a patrol route. So you could get if you could get the patrol route out of there. Let's see, there we go. You start to draw out where you want this soldier to patrol, and once you're done creating a route, you can lift your finger up and the soldier will begin to go down that route. Each one of the soldiers has the ability to do this, and you can create as many patrol routes as you think you're going to need during the game, and you can let them go ahead and patrol as you saw fit. So inside of prep mode, you also have the ability of creating more soldiers with these fiducial objects. So if you place down one of these fiducials, you're able to actually stamp out more units on the screen, and you can stamp out as many of these as you think you may need, and then place them in the corresponding areas however it is you think you're going to need them. And then it's just another ability that we gave the user, and another showcase for our fiducials. So, from prep mode, say you have all the soldiers configured the way you wanted, they're grouped the way you wanted them to be. You can place down the action mode fiducial, and that will begin the scenario where these red insurgents come in, and as you can see here, the soldiers fire inside their field of view areas. You can move the field of views dynamically and slightly configure where they're firing based on where you need them the most as the game is going on. We're trying to, the basics of the game here, the idea is to protect this area right here, this blue area, and if a certain number of the insurgents reach that blue area, then the game is lost and you get the game over screen, and you start over. It's doing pretty good, isn't it? The simulation has been running for a little bit now, maybe about a minute or so. So in order to illustrate the last part of the simulation, since I keep sort of winning, I'm going to let some of these insurgents into the I'm going to let them into the protected area here, and we're going to go ahead and show you the just a simple game over screen that we have that pops up when the game is over. So game over means, well, you let, I think at this point it's 8 insurgents into the protected area that you used to have, and from this moment then you can reset it again. You can reset it again, and then begin the prep mode again, and just go as many times as you need to. Okay, so this concludes our demonstration of our UCF Senior Design Project. I'm going to post the website that we use to document everything. It has papers that we've written for the class that talk about how we made the box and everything. All those links will be placed down below. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to comment on the video down below as well. And thank you for watching.